This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Face-saving is an action designed not to cause embarrassment to a person while holding a negotiation or a conversation. In conflict and its resolution, face-saving is always geared towards preserving the dignity, self-respect, personality, or good reputation of the people involved in the conflict and negotiation. Face-saving, being one of the strategies involved in conflict negotiation, has seen scholars advancing several theories to explain this concept. Among the widely recognized and influential face-saving theories is the politeness theory that was put forward by Penelope Brown and Stephen Levinson in 1978 to explain the expression of speakers' intention to mitigate face-threatening acts. The theory is based on the assumption that involved parties are rational persons, and the face aspect involves both the positive and negative parameters. According to this theory, face-saving is for the mutual interest of both parties, with the positive face referring to the human search to belong, to be valued, accepted, recognized, and appreciated by others. On the other hand, negative face involves the basic human need for independence and autonomy, with the speech being acts-based and certain acts of speech being intrinsically face-threatening. The face-threatening acts can easily threaten the face of involved parties, either positively or negatively. Another significant politeness theory is put forward by Fraser in 1990, which assumes that politeness is a central part of interactions and takes a discourse-based rather than speech-act-based approach. According to this theory, the parties begin the negotiation with specific notions concerning the rights and obligations of both parties based on their social relationship. This notion forms the conversational contract, and the only way to stick to the contract terms is to act politely. Leach's theory of politeness is another very influential face-saving theory that seeks to differentiate between a speaker's illocutionary goal and a speaker's social goal, with the speech acts being influenced by the speaker's utterances and the position the speaker seeks to adopt that try to portray a certain perception. Other face-saving theories include Grice's theory and face negotiation theory by Ting Toomey, which explains how various cultures manage conflict, interact, and communicate. All face-saving theories are proposed to explain the need and role of politeness in negotiation and conflict resolution. Face-saving, face-giving, and face-loss, though different in their meaning, are also interrelated and are part of a negotiation process. Face-saving is the effort put in to avoid embarrassment between parties involved in a negotiation. Face-giving is the action that is intended to defend and understand the inclusion of the other party in the negotiation. It may involve understanding the other party's culture, norms, and communication style. Face loss is an activity that leads to loss of dignity, self-esteem, and reputation to the other party involved in the negotiation. Face loss mostly leads to humiliation and failure of the negotiation process, while face-saving and face-giving normally lead to successful negotiations. Conflict resolution specialists need to know the social phenomena related to face-saving, since social conditions are sometimes the cause of the conflict. For example, a given male behavior may be causing workplace conflict between the two genders. Thus, to resolve it, it is necessary to understand the social setup of both parties. Additionally, pervasive influences of the mother tongue on social behavior can significantly influence how both parties relate and perceive each other and their level of emotions. As a conflict resolution specialist, you can create a climate that promotes positive conflict interaction by analyzing any non-personal issue that might be the underlying cause of the conflict between the two parties, and then focusing on non-personal, non-threatening face-saving efforts that can reduce personal blame games. This approach reduces personal blames, leading to parties becoming less emotional and more rational in the approach to the negotiations. If the conflict is more personal, the expert can adapt the analytical approach by analyzing all the factors that cause the conflict, coming up with all possible solutions to address the causes, and then adopting the best solutions. Did you like this face-saving strategies? Examples of conflict negotiation sample? To get more works like this one, make sure to check out the database of academic paper examples at ivypanda.com. You will find thousands of samples for all your study needs.